Aloha, beautiful souls. Welcome to Transform with Ryan, where I do readings to help transform your mind, heart, and soul. And in today's transformative reading, we are going to be taking a look at a third party situation that you find yourself in. Okay, it doesn't matter what type, whether it's romance or work related, family related, people are people, right? And we're going to call in the energies of the higher selves for everyone involved in this reading to really get a sense on what is going on, what's happening with this third party situation, to give you the clarity that you need to take action as appropriate. All right, so we're going to start with group number one. Okay, so we're going to pull cards for you, the person that you're closest to, and then finally the third party. Okay? And we are going to pull in that knowledge and that wisdom to help you navigate this situation with the best form, best intentions. Okay? So for you, your closest contact and the third party. And this is really interesting because I'm actually getting called to draw all the cards now before we reveal anything. Okay, that's really something else. Normally I don't do that type of reading. So interesting, huh? So while I shuffle and get this distributed, let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite holiday tradition? Okay, and you can pick whatever holiday. We are approaching holiday season at the time that I'm filming this video, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, that stuff in the US. But let's just do any holiday. What's your favorite holiday tradition? Or even just what holiday do you enjoy celebrating? So comment that down below. My personal favorite is Thanksgiving. Why, you ask? Well, if you know me, it's because it's all about that food, baby. I'm all about eating that food. Okay, so let's take a look at you, okay? Let's get the insight necessary for you to receive this reading at its fullest. So the garden and the gate. So I'm definitely seeing that you are kind of torn between moving forward or just leaving things as it is, okay? Like, I'm seeing that there's this desire for you to take action, to go out and explore and see what's out there, but something is kind of holding you back. That's this gate energy. Something is holding you back. And, you know, the garden in here actually looks quite beautiful. So there is something that you're hanging on to, and what I'm feeling is, okay, this is very, very key. So listen closely. The thing is here, the reason why you're stuck is because you see the beauty in the potential of whatever this situation is. It's kind of like you're optimistic and you're kind of thinking like, okay, well, if this person is doing their best and at their best, this is some wonderful thing that's going to happen. And if that person is at their best, doing their best, this wonderful thing is going to happen. So it's kind of like you're seeing the best, the optimistic side, the potential in everybody involved, and not so much what is actually happening right here, right now, okay? Because potential is all about in the future, right? So if they do this at some point, then this will happen, right? But are they doing it right now? That thing that's gonna make something amazing happen or make them a better person? Not really. They're not there yet, okay? Well, that's the sense I'm getting. We'll find out, okay, when we look at these other cards. But that's kind of the initial sense that I'm getting. So you're kind of caught in this almost fantasy, okay, of how things could be rather than how they are. And you're afraid to kind of take action, move forward, because it's kind of like you feel you won't be able to step back from it. You won't be able to come back and, like, you know, reset, restart. And, you know, out here, beyond the garden gates, it looks kind of plain right now. It definitely doesn't look as enticing or as beautiful as the garden itself. And so it's almost kind of like, well, I don't know what's out there, so maybe I shouldn't leave, right? Maybe I shouldn't do anything. So that's very interesting. Okay, so let's see what else we got. We have the Nine of Wands. And the Ten of Coins. So I feel like this is definitely supporting what we were just talking about. So I'm seeing here that definitely you're looking sort of at the I'm seeing here the material aspects of this. So, what that translates to me is home, social constructs, work situation. Okay. So, you're kind of operating from this story, from this uh, um, viewpoint of like, what is the right thing to do according to social norms, cultural norms, things that you've heard from other people, right? Like maybe you've been told to like see the best in people, look for the good in other people, have patience with them. You have to stick it out to prove that you love them and you care for them. But let me tell you, this is really starting to weigh on you, okay? It's like you've been waiting and waiting and waiting for something good to show up, and all you're seeing is just this crazy nonsense, these terrifying skulls, these terrifying situations, and like these weird things that are going on, like really a house with like chicken legs and a crow's tail or crows. Oh my god, rooster tail. Yeah, not a crow, guys. um, and so it's kind of like you're seeing this weird old stuff happening, but this cultural and societal conditioning in you is like saying, oh, well, you know, if you really love them, if you really care about this, you need to do XYZ, right? So you're kind of like falling into that mentality when it really is should be like, yo, how you feeling? Like, are you about this? Are you not about it? And if you're not about it, it's okay to be like, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not doing that. Okay. And go and explore something else. Okay. So like, yeah, totally looks sort of plain, these fields here, but you don't know what is over the hill there, what is on the other side. It could be something pretty bomb, like maybe there's a resort there. I don't know. Just saying. All right, let's see what you got going on with your closest contact in this section here. I feel like we should do something like this. Yeah, that seems kind of cute. Okay, so the 10, storm warning. Okay, so something is going on with the person closest to you here. Okay, I'm sensing a lot of drama. All right, I'm sensing that this person that's closest to you is looking at this situation like a freaking catastrophe, like a storm. My gosh, you know, lately the weather has been acting so bananas here with like these hurricanes, typhoons, flooding. There was actually an earthquake when I was in Bali, and I didn't even realize it was an earthquake. It was kind of weird, and I'll have to tell you what I actually did in that situation, which is definitely not something you should be doing, but maybe we'll save that for another time. In any case, this person that you're closest to in this third party situation, they are really dealing with a lot of emotions. They are not quite seeing things clearly. Okay, that's the thing with the storm. It's like there's tons of clouds, tons of wind, tons of rain, and look at all this destruction. So it's this catastrophizing is what this person is seeing. They're like kind of in negative Nancyville, where they're like, yo, this isn't gonna work out. They're angry, they're sad, they're defeated. It's all those like emotions happening with them. So they are definitely not in no kind of position to be really thinking about anyone but themselves, to be honest, all right? Because they have a hot mess going on internally, maybe even in their life, right? Their personal life, their personal situation, and they need to be putting out those fires. They need to be like triaging here and like trying to reduce the damage that's going to happen, because unfortunately it looks like damage is going to happen regardless, and they just need to do damage control like on the reels. What do we have here? 7 of coins and Queen of Cups. Yes, so at its lowest, the Queen of Cups is hella drama. Like if you know anything about like personality disorders, they are really embodying that sort of borderline personality disorder. They're embodying that histrionic personality disorder, where it's kind of like they are acting out because they feel like they're not in control of their situation. They feel like there's nothing but chaos. And instead of planting their feet, asserting their power, right, and taking the action that is necessary for them to move forward and succeed, they are just surrendering. Yo, they are surrendering to the drama. They are surrendering to the low vibrational emotions. Okay, that's what's happening with this energy. And the Queen of Cups, again, is sort of that internalized energy that affects people around them. Okay, the King energy is about externalizing energies and moods and emotions and ideas to affect the people around you. Okay, so this energy here is about like, how do I feel and how is that affecting everybody around me? Versus the king where it's like, I know what I want, I know how I want to feel, and let me project that out there. Okay, does that make sense? So they're really kind of self-centered right now. And to be honest, they have to be, because they got a mess going on. They ain't got time to be worrying about how other people feel. It's like they need to be selfish right now because they need to handle this. With the Seven of Coins, so one person that I'm seeing here is looking into the fire, right? And back in the day, people would look and gaze into the fire to see the future and get some prophecies. And I feel like that's almost like I've seen in like Game of Thrones with, what is it, the Red Witch? Was that who she was called? Oh my God, it's been so long since I watched Game of Thrones. But anyways, they're gazing into the fire and they're gazing into themselves and trying to figure out what to do. On the other hand, this person is looking out into the heavens, externally, out beyond them. And so they are looking to external sources of validation, guidance, wisdom, like other people, a therapist, a boss, a parent, a best friend, confidant, their spiritual deity, whatever it is. So they're really torn here because it's like they're trying to tune into themselves, what do they need, but they're also trying to get advice from other people to figure their situation out, and it's just like conflicting. That's what I'm seeing here, is a lot of conflicting energy, and they just don't know how to manage it or navigate it. So, I mean, no tea, no shade, but this person here, hot mess. Hot mess. They need to sort that out, and everyone has that moment. I've been a hot mess in my life, several times myself. I'm sure you have too, right? Okay, so I'm not like one to call the kettle black, but I know when I'm feeling like a hot mess, I need to focus on myself. I need to handle my business. I can't be worried about other people at that time. You know what I'm saying? Give me a heart, give me a like if you feel me, okay? Comment down below if you have any other advice that you want to share with this hot mess person too, and they will magically receive it some way, somehow. So here, this is the third party now. Angel of Balance. Ooh, this is interesting. So to me, it looks like this third party here that you worried about is the person that really has it together, to be honest. That's what I'm seeing here. And you could probably learn something from this third party, all right? If you kind of put your personal feelings aside and just look at what they're doing and how they're behaving objectively, you will learn something. You will benefit from their actions, their behavior. And if you have the opportunity to talk to them, that might even be better to get their thoughts on this entire situation here, okay? Because what I'm seeing here with this third party is actually they're the ones that are seeing things, seeing the situation for what it is, and taking the appropriate action, okay? I'm seeing that they're also very intuitive, okay? That they're and that intuition is giving them a level of intelligence. Why do they have that intelligence? Because they have information, okay? And that information is trumping that emotional reactivity, okay? So it's not that they're not feeling anything, because they are, but rather than being reactive, they're being responsive, okay? And why do I say that? It's because we have the moon and we also have the pyramids, all right? And I'm sensing that's that symbol of intuition. And they have this truth serum, this truth elixir here, all right? So they see things for what it is. They know what's up, okay? So I hope your pride ain't wounded by that, group number one. But this person looks to me like the one that has the clearest head on right now. What else? The World and the Chariot. See, they have two major arcana cards here. That speaks to someone who has some mastery over this situation. Someone who's really seeing it from that higher perspective, okay? Especially with this World card here. They see everything, okay? They're not focused on the house, the street, the neighborhood, the city, the state, the country. They are seeing the whole world, the entirety of the situation, and they're looking at it from that vantage point, okay? They're seeing like, what do I gotta do that works for me? And perhaps they're even looking at the two of you and seeing like, yo, how can I also give to this situation and help this situation that's not just self-serving, that's not just going to benefit me alone. Like, what can I do perhaps to help everybody involved, or something that will be of value and beneficial to everybody? Okay, wow, this third person, oh my gosh, I'm kind of shocked, to be honest with you, because that hasn't been how some of my other readings have gone. But you know, we can be humble too, right? Now, with this Chariot, there's this confidence as well. They know where they're going, they know where they want to be, and they are looking at the situation and finding that path, that pathway to get where they want to be. Okay, they're strategizing. That's the thing here. And they're also very balanced. Okay, we have the two, I don't even know what kind of fish that is. Let me know in the comments down below if you have an idea of what kind of fish this is. Okay, but they are steering the Chariot true and straightforward on their path. Even if it winds, they're guiding and steering the Chariot like a master, okay, like a pro. So they are the ones with that clarity here, and they know what they need to like do. Okay, it seems like, again, like I was saying, they're probably the most clear-headed one in this whole situation. Now, let's get some advice. Okay, we got to come back to you, because at the end of the day, it's really about you that's tuning into this reading. You came to this reading, you are seeking wisdom, you are seeking guidance. So let's get some of that for you, beyond what we've already discussed. Okay. Now, if you need a little bit more guidance and wisdom, I mean, hey, schedule that soul medicine call with me right now, okay? I'm happy to help you. I've coached people. I used to work in healthcare as a physician assistant. So I feel very confident in my ability to help you find the solution, all right? So the link to do that soul medicine call, to schedule it, is down in the description box below. All right, so here's a piece of advice. Green man, synergy. Okay, so what I'm seeing, definitely you can take a play out of this person's playbook here, and synergy is about all the pieces coming together and working beyond the capacity and the abilities of just one of the individuals. Okay, it's kind of like a 1 + 1 + 1 = 5. Instead of a 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. Do you know what I'm saying? So things are working together, everyone is supporting each other, and therefore everyone is going even further than they thought they were capable of. Okay? I'm also seeing with this green man, there's a lot of heart energy that needs to be involved here, like tuning into your heart chakra, your heart center. What is your heart really trying to tell you? Where is your heart guiding you? Okay? So don't, again, there's this mentality, this mindset that is kind of blocking your view here. And even in your car, there's a lot of greenery telling me heart chakra, heart chakra, heart chakra. So if you are receiving this, if you're ready to take action, comment down below with a green heart emoji, all right? Claim this energy, bring it into your life. So I hope you really found this reading informative. Please, 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 if I can ask this of you, support this channel, let the ads play, like a video, comment down below, subscribe. Doing any one or all of those things really helps me spread this positive energy out there in the world, and I know you know that the world could use more of that. So thank you so much. I'll see y'all again soon. Bye. What up, group 2? How y'all doing today? Why don't we figure out what is happening with this third party situation right now? Let's get you that clarity, that insight to help you through whatever situation you're in right now. So in the first reading, I got called to do all 3 piles before revealing the information. Okay, so first out, we are going to get a card that represents you, your energy. This is the energy of the person closest to you within this triad, and this is the energy of the person that you call the third party. Okay, so, okay, this card clearly wanted to go hang out with that person closest to you. let's deal out the rest, okay? So while I shuffle this, it is holiday season here in the US. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's is all bam, bam, bam in a row. And I was wondering, what is your favorite holiday to celebrate? And it could be, wherever you are in the world, whatever country celebrations you have, local, native celebrations that you have that maybe aren't, global. Let me know what it is and let me know why too, okay? I mean, my personal favorite, if I can share with y'all, is Thanksgiving. And why is that? A, because there's lots and lots of food. Duh, if you know me, you know I love to eat. And secondly, though, it's all just about really being grateful. And I don't know about you, but gratitude practices are hella powerful and they really help shift someone into a higher vibrational state, no matter how you're feeling and what is going on with you in your life. So, all right, let's get started. Let's find out what's going on with you. Something you need to know about your energy, maybe how it's even being perceived by the other people in the situation, all right? Magician and the Mirror. Oh, okay. So what I'm actually seeing here is you are taking that role, which is okay, this is not an easy role to be on, all right? So listen closely. You are taking that role of reflecting back at these other two people, things that perhaps make them uncomfortable, okay? That can be good or bad, all right? So sometimes when people are at odds with us, it's because deep down inside, on some subconscious level, they want to be like us. They want to do something like us. They have maybe some type of envy or jealousy, or if there's some trait that they dislike about you, it's because deep down inside, they have that trait as well and they dislike it, okay? I was watching this TV show. Let me know if you've heard of this. Like totally random, by the way. I was looking at like Pride collection videos on Disney Plus because, LGBTQIA plus represent. So there was an episode of this show called Big Shot that has John Stamos in it, who was like, I knew back in the day from Full House. And there were these two basketball players who were kind of like the alpha dogs, the leaders in the team, and they were butting heads. And it's because they thought the other person was cocky, they thought the other person was pushy, they thought the other person, was super skilled and felt threatened by them. And that's what I'm seeing is happening with you. Okay, these people here are threatened by you. These people are jealous of you. Or maybe they see that confidence that you have, that good looking, that good look, that attractive, that's better. Oh my God, where was I even going with that sort of language? They find you very attractive and it's like they wish they could be attractive. Or the way they think you're like flaunting your beauty or your intelligence, and maybe they're beautiful and intelligent too, but they're really shy and like not confident in their beauty or their intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And so now they're sort of angry at themselves, which is really coming off as projecting that they're angry with you. Okay, so that's that mirror energy here. Okay, what else do we got cooking on your end? Seven of Coins and the Ace of Swords. So you're definitely, what I'm seeing here is you have a brilliant idea. You've been reflecting and thinking about it, okay? And on this like spiritual level, you got this idea, this intuitive idea, this sort of like knowing, if you will, that is going to unravel this knot and this net that has the whole situation looking like a mess, maybe having you and everyone else feeling kind of stuck, kind of like an impasse, right? Where it's like, okay, what do we do now? Like, you don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, this person isn't going to do this, so if no one's going to do anything, then we're just going to be stuck where we're at. But there's this idea that you have, and what I'm seeing is maybe you've been afraid to share it, okay? Maybe for whatever reason you feel like you can't talk about it with these other people or with either one of them, but you can, okay? What I'm getting here is it's a brilliant idea that you have. It's the magic, Okay, it's a magical, beautiful idea. You can even consider it a divine download. All right, and it's worth bringing up. It's worth trying out. Okay, I don't know if it's going to be the actual solution and it's going to fix everything, but it's definitely going to move you forward, okay, from where you are now. So let's see what's going on with the person closest to you. Third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So this person definitely is experiencing some lack of self-confidence. Okay, this person is not feeling like they can express themselves, that that their opinion is valued, desired, heard. Okay, there's a big issue there with this self-expression and thereby self-value, okay? Because it's like they're feeling one way, but they're not feeling inspired or courageous enough to act on it, to say it. So they're kind of stuck. There's some blockage with this third chakra energy here, okay? King of Wands and Three of Coins. So here what I'm seeing is that there might be something happening with their pride. Okay, because when I'm seeing these two energies combined, it's kind of like the King of Wands likes to be the center of attention, likes to take the lead, likes to be seen as the boss, likes to be seen as the one who has it together. They kind of, they're like this element of like hero worship happening here with the King of Wands. That's like what they're wanting or desiring. And they kind of don't know how to cooperate. They're not really pulling in that team player kind of attitude here. And so their mind is not in the right place, okay? Because definitely what I'm seeing with the appearance of this Three of Coins is that it is going to take everybody doing their part. It is going to be a group effort. It's not like one person here holds the key, holds the answer, okay? And honestly, in this situation, no one is above the other person. So we really need to let go of this sort of like, my needs are more important than your needs, or I'm more valuable of a person than you. Like whoever has that in this situation legit needs to let it go. Okay, there needs to be an element of being humble here. And this person, they want to be at the highest expression of the King of Wands, which is that confidence, which is that charisma, being able to work well with others towards a common goal, to be able to inspire people. Okay, that's where they want to be. And they honestly have the potential to do that. But right now they're operating on that lower vibrational state of the King of Wands. Okay, again, a little bit kind of selfish and self-serving, and it's because they're not getting their needs met. That's why. Okay, they feel like they're not being heard, they're not being respected, and so they're acting out. Okay, so let's see what this third party is all about. Woman holding a coin. So I'm definitely seeing that this person, their viewpoint of the situation here is like, I have the resources, I have the time, I have the money, I have the staff, I have the availability, I have the skill set, whatever it is they feel they have that gives them a leg up over everybody else, okay? So in their eyes, it's like, well, I have all this stuff, like I should be the one that's able to use it, or I should be the one that's taking control of this situation, or I should be able to get what I want because I have the means to put more into it. Okay, so like for example, if it's like a work situation, right, it's kind of like, well, I'm the boss, or I'm the one that has the time and the skills necessary to complete this task, right? So therefore I should be the head of it, I should be the leader, I should oversee this. Okay, or I have the most experience, right? I've been here at the company for 10 years. You've only been here for 3 years. Like whatever the narrative or the story is that's happening here, you know it better than I do. And when it comes to like a romantic relationship, like this person probably sees themselves, yo, I have it all together, okay? I have the money, I have the car, I have the house, I have the looks, like I should get my way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of where their head is at. It's like to them, it's like, well, it makes sense that I'm the one that leads here, that I'm the one that dictates how everything's gonna go down. So Four of Wands, Five of Swords. So definitely here, or Five of Swords. Yo, my bad. Five of Wands. I know how to read. So a lot of conflict energy here, okay? This person is feeling a bit defensive, a bit combative, a bit like on the offensive. You know, that alpha energy that I was telling you about earlier, that top dog energy? This person is hella exuding that right now, where it's like seeming a bit aggressive, to be honest, okay? And here with the Four of Wands, they're really seeing that they are the stable choice. They are the choice that makes the most sense, okay? With the Four of Wands, it's creating a square, and from that square you put the poles on the corner, and then you have a roof, okay? So they believe they have the means to create that structure, to make sure that things happen, okay? It's like they kind of trust themselves to get the job done. They trust themselves to take care of things, to handle things. And that's kind of where they're at. And so they're not giving maybe any credit to either of you or this other person that you're close with to like contribute, to do their part, okay? It's like they're not trusting anyone else with the responsibilities here, okay? And that they feel the only way to success, the only way to like have things work out is if they take charge, they take the lead. Very, very interesting here. Oh my gosh. So I just feel like there has to be some kind of conversation here, and that's just really going to change the tables. Everyone just needs to put their cards on the table here and talk it out, okay? Let me know how this is resonating with you so far. And I mean, if this reading has hit a lot of good points that are helpful, make sure you like this video. And if you haven't yet, subscribe so you don't miss out, because you know we got some good stuff happening here at Transform with Ryan, so don't miss out on it. Now, this card is all about some advice, okay, that you can benefit from to help move this situation forward for everyone's highest and greatest good and harm to no one. So we have ceremony, invocation. Oh, so I'm really seeing here it's about intention setting, okay? You have power in this situation, whether anyone wants to admit it or not. You have a lot of power. And so you, with this idea, this insight, you have to set the tone. You have to set the intention and invoke that everybody's gonna come to the table and be able to see what's good for everybody and be willing to act on what's good for everybody and not be selfish, okay? I'm really seeing here that, you know, if anyone's gonna take the lead here, it's gonna be you, okay? And that you have to let everyone be very clear on the intention and the goals of your conversation, of what's happening here, and make sure everyone agrees on it, okay? And that will be your anchor to keep you on track and to make sure everybody is doing their part, everybody is heard, and you're working collectively together. Oh, wow. Love this reading. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you need more guidance, if you need more help, yo, that's what I have the soul medicine calls for. So book that appointment. The link is down there in the description box, and I hope to connect with you soon. But until then, sending you all lots of love. See you soon. Thank you. What up, group number 3? Welcome to your reading to find out what is happening with this third party situation. So let us get started. We're going to draw the 3 energy cards first for you, the person that you're closest to within this third party situation, so the one you have the closest ties to, and then lastly the person who you identify as the third party, okay? So just a reminder, this could be about love, this could be about work, could be family, friendships, whatever it is. We're just going to pull whatever messages come through and whatever guidance and wisdom I have for you, okay? So you, your closest connection, and the third party. And then we'll draw some tarot cards as well for each of you. So as I do this, you know, it's holiday season here in the US, Thanksgiving, then Christmas, then New Year's. So I was wondering, let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite holiday to celebrate? So it can be any of the holidays, of course. And if you have certain holidays you celebrate in your country, that's not really a global holiday. I mean, gosh, if you love it, let me know what it is down in the comments below. And maybe explain a little bit about it, like what makes it a holiday, okay? And let me know if you have any traditions around that holiday too. I'd love to know and hear more about that. As for me, I really enjoy Thanksgiving. Why? I mean, for those of you that know me, you know that I love to eat. So food is one of the reasons why I love Thanksgiving. But the main reason is really it's a holiday about being grateful and having gratitude and really acknowledging your blessings. And that is why I love Thanksgiving. So let's take a look at your reading now, shall we? Energy, woman holding a heart. Wow. So your energy here, what's really important to know is that, and this is beautiful, is that you're really operating from this space of what is the most loving, the most compassionate, and the kindest thing that you can do in this situation, right? I'm also sensing for some of you that perhaps it's getting quite emotional for you, okay? And there might even be this sort of tipping over into emotional overwhelm, okay? Like maybe you just love so much that it hurts, or you are just so invested in someone's success or something working out that maybe you're not seeing everything very clearly, right? Like you're not seeing all the facts because your emotions are just so strong here. So it's one of those things that can work for you, but it can also work against you, right? When you feel so passionately about something or someone. Now I feel like we definitely need to get some more info on this because there's a lot here. So we have Page of Cups and the Three of Cups. So a lot of emotional energy. This is just confirming it because you have cups here. And what I'm seeing here is that definitely strong ties, strong connections happening here. And it could be that you all know each other, right, in this situation, and you all have some type of tie, whether that's you're all friends, you're all coworkers, you're all family members. Maybe if it's involving romance, like this is an ex of one of you, right? So there is some type of link, some type of emotional thread or connection happening between the three of you. And it could even also, what I'm getting is be karmic, okay? There's like this karmic connection, and that's why you all were brought together right here, right now, and how and why this situation arose. So what I'm seeing there with that is with the Page of Cups, it's calling for a fresh start, okay? Especially with this karmic energy. It's about debts being paid off and balance being restored. And see how there's, now this is what I think really cued me in on the karmic thing. There's this red thread depicted here around the ankle of the boy and around and inside the mouth of the rabbit. So there's this karmic connection that needs to be put to rest, that needs to be closed, that needs to be resolved. I wonder if we're going to get some more information on that, because I'm feeling like there is a lot that is not clear. And it could be just because there's, you know, so many people watching this that everyone has a different karmic thread, a different karmic story. And so I can't really explain it much further than that. But that would be worth exploring, okay, for you. That's something for you to do because it came up in your reading, not for anyone else to do at this point. But I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what else we got cooking here. So we have community here for the person that's closest to you, okay? So what I'm really sensing is, again, this person is really feeling the connection quite strongly, okay? They're feeling the friendship ties, the family ties, the romantic ties very, very strongly here. And what I'm getting is that they don't want to like break it up, okay? They're trying to see if there's a way that everybody can be happy in this situation, whatever it is, like, or there can, or nobody has to get hurt, right? I think that's kind of the mindset that they're thinking, which, perhaps might be overly optimistic. I don't know. Again, I don't know the details of what's happening here with you and this situation involving the third party. But this person is really looking more at like what benefits everybody versus like individual needs. So they may come off as acting or thinking selfishly, but in their mind, they're not. Okay, that's kind of their perspective. And your perspective is really the truth that you live by, right? And that's how this person is operating. They see it this way, and to them, that's the truth until someone can convince them otherwise, or they have some brilliant insight as to a different opinion or a contradicting opinion. We have the Tower and we have the King of Wands. Wow. So this person is really trying to be persuasive, really trying to be charming and charismatic. They're really trying to convince everybody to be on board with whatever they're thinking needs to happen, okay? Because they're trying to avoid this catastrophe, or what they think will be a catastrophe, okay? They're trying to avoid drama. They're trying to avoid resentment and fear and just overall destruction. Like, they don't want to ruin a relationship, a friendship, a family connection. That's really kind of their biggest worry here. So that's how they're approaching this. That's kind of their strategy, if you will. It's like, what can I do, or how can this work out where we don't end up hating each other and resenting each other, or like taking crazy actions towards each other. I don't know, like kind of, waiting to exhale craziness, or like burning things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do not endorse that. I do not endorse arson. Let me make that very, very clear. That is not a healthy way. Violence and destruction of property or character or defamation is not the way to go when resolving conflict. But, this person, they're trying to avoid those things like that from happening. And, thankfully, most of the time, it doesn't ever get to that, it doesn't escalate to that point. But in their mind, like, that's the worst case scenario, So for this third party, we see caring connections. So this person really cares about one or both of you in this situation. What I'm actually feeling too from this third party is they are taking sides. Okay, there's like three people here. So this person is kind of looking at what's best for all three people. But this person here is kind of like, well, me and whoever they're closest to, that's whose side I'm on. That's who I'm going to be working for and with. And I really don't care what happens to the other person. Okay? That's what they're thinking. So it's like they're forming an alliance with just one person, and then leaving the other person to pick up the scraps, fend for themselves, or whatever, deal with their losses, So I feel like this person is operating from that space, and they could even be sort of communicating with either this person, you, or both of you to maybe even like manipulate or steer the resolution in one specific direction. Okay, I definitely feel like this person is talking. What I'm seeing is like, this is them. It doesn't matter if they're male or female. Like, that's irrelevant. But it's like they're whispering something into this person's ear. Okay, and this person like has their back turned to them. So it's kind of like they're not seeing everything. That's what I'm getting here. They're not seeing everything. They're just kind of seeing like best case scenario and how this could work because of what they're saying. Ooh, I love that. Oh my gosh, this feels like definitely I'm feeling like I've seen this in a movie or like read it in a book or something. That's their story, that's their narrative, and they're rolling with it. Okay. Now, they also have the Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords. Bam. So there you go. This is them. This is, whoever's side they're not on, aka the enemy, I guess, or the opponent, or the opposing party. And they really don't care. This person, like, they don't care that this person's crying. They're like, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Like, I got what I want. I got all these swords. You have none. So you played your cards wrong, and that's on you, not on me. That's definitely the energy that I feel coming from them. And here with the Knight of Swords, it's like they're charging into this battle. Like they are playing full out. Like they're not the ones sitting on the sideline. That's for sure. You know, they are kicking butt here is what they're saying. It's like, oh my god, I was just watching some of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, like Infinity War and stuff. And, you know, Mantis, one of the characters, was like, oh, we're here to kick names and take butt, right? Well, of course, she said like different words, but, you know, we're keeping it PG here. So this person, that's what they're doing, okay? They're like Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy. They are like kicking butt, taking names, and that's like the correct phrase, right? Even though she switched it. So they are in it to win it. That's really what you need to know. That's the take home. This person is in it to win it. And so you need to take that into account. All right, let's see what advice, what guidance we can add for how you can manage this situation. Now that we kind of looked at everybody's perspective here, we look to see what's like going on. Wow, you got two cards that jumped out that were like, yo, let me help you out. Karma! Oh my gosh, y'all, were we just not, I'm telling you, that's what I was feeling, that there's some karmic connection here. There is some past life stuff happening. Like, yo, there's some energy from past lives that are playing out here, and I feel like that's going to be the key to help you understand what is going down. Now, important that you need to remember is to be grounded, okay? Take deep breaths. Do not act with rashly or impulsively, okay? Earth energy, the fairies are bringing you that groundedness, that calm, so you can see the situation for what it really is. See the truths behind the deception, behind the lies, behind the masks, whatever it is, okay? And earth energy also acts very slowly. Okay, so we talked about not being impulsive or reactionary, but it's about strategy, 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 strategy here. Okay, so you gotta put your kind of like commander and leader energy forward. Kind of like, what is that game, Battleship? Oh my god, let me know in the comments down below if you've ever played Battleship. I used to love that game, so much fun. But yes, so that is the energy that I'm getting and some advice. Of course, if you need more advice, yo, that's what I have that soul medicine call for. Hello. So you can book that soul medicine call with me. It's in the description box down below. I look forward to connecting with you. But otherwise, I hope you got some insight with your reading today. And please, 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 could you do me a favor? Let the ads play when you watch my videos or anyone else on YouTube. It's a way to support the content creators. And of course, subscribe and share my content with other people as well to help spread this positive information that I'm putting out there in the world, okay? So thank you again so very much. I'll see you next time.